back. This is pretty much the original crew, right? Well, yeah.
Yes, pretty much.
Jeff, we're missing Jeff.
We're missing Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, come
back. But welcome once again to Nobody's Talking Politics. This is the 100 and few days episode to commemorate President Trump's first 100 days and celebrate.
I forgot my pin and I forgot my little dock. I have it on my TV. Bring it.
Now, we've done this show from the time that Donald Trump was just entering the race.
And we're still here.
And we're still here.
It's almost exactly a year that we.
Is it?
Yes, almost exactly a year. We had just because it came up on my memories on Facebook. Our first show that we taped.
Yes.
Janet Russell.
Yes.
Tracy Belmonte.
Still the same people.
And Steve Mellis. Steve Mellis is
the voice of
the
reason.
Nobodies. Nobody's Talking Politics, Star Trek. No matter what I do, you're
baseball.
Baseball, which we don't want to talk
Baseball
about.
gets the least amount of views.
I don't understand it. Well, you know what? I
I
haven't done the promotion that because it's been.
Yeah, but you pumped up a lot this one. Remember when you first started?
Plus, the world went crazy for
it's
politics.
insane.
I mean, you know why? Donald Trump.
Very fun election. You had everything in this election.
Well, you know, it's true. I mean, you can't go on TV without, I mean, it's even become obsessed with me now, where I watch every night. I watch that, what's her name? Maddo? I like her.
Oh,
very fake news.
You like her.
It's not fake.
She's
I really loved
Why
our
should they
coverage
do
of the
that?
tax return.
She's unwatchable.
Why do I like her? Because I think she digs where the digging needs to be done.
What did she ever dig on Donald Trump? Proving that he paid more taxes than Obama and Bernie Sanders?
She comes out with some really good stuff. I watch her every night.
That's a radical ideologue.
Digging
Yeah, but
blindly
then
and
she
accused.
proves the stuff that she did.
Well, that's what.
Yeah, she proved that Donald Trump paid more taxes than Barack Obama and Bernie Sanders. Thank you very much.
So why doesn't he
Love
show
you.
it? So why doesn't he show it?
But she did. They
uncovered it for 1 year.
Yeah, but I mean, what's wrong with him doing? I mean, you know, he's never going to do that.
I don't think he has to. First of all, there's no law that says he has to.
But why,
and I really
why
don't
do
care.
we have to pay our taxes? That's what
He
I'm saying.
pays his taxes.
They dug it up and they discovered that he paid a lot.
You know what? Compare apples to apples. If somebody wants to see your tax return, you don't have to show it to them. It's not
They
that
can have it.
you
It's
have to
nothing
pay
else.
taxes. He has to pay taxes. The only thing he's not doing is sharing his tax return with us.
Nobody cares. The only people that care are the radical liberals
Well,
who just
you know
want
what
to go
bothers
nan,
me
nan, nan.
more is I mean, I know we've actually talked about this as well because Gerry did my show a couple of weeks back. You know, the thing that bothers me is, I mean, I'm 77 and I can still work with my fingers crossed.
God bless.
God bless is right, okay? But what about, what upsets me are the veterans or the other seniors that are the disabled.
And what is Trump doing to them? What is he doing to them?
But do you see with this new medical? I mean, everything on there my daughter has.
We don't know what it is yet.
But it's right
It's not a law yet. It's not a law yet. It has to go to the Senate. Then it's got to go back to the House.
They've got, my daughter's got diabetes, my daughter's bipolar, my daughter's an amputee. It's got all, how do you live then? You know, I mean, she gets a minimal, you know, and what about these people that have 3 or 4 kids? I mean, I've had a hard time when my husband was sick at the age of 29. I know what it's like to struggle. And now I'm 77, and now I just got this bill. 3 days in the hospital, $6,000.
I understand how you feel. I think a lot of Americans feel that way, and that's why, since my company's health plan cares doubled over Barack Obama's presidency, it has me very concerned.
Well, you know, something needs
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What problems did Barack Obama and Obamacare address? Did it address anything to do with the cost of health care, the quality of health care, or quality of cost of health care insurance? Did it have anything to do with that?
Okay, first of all...
None. You know all it had to do? All of it? Who pays for it? That's all it did.
But, you know...
And therefore, mine has gone up 100%.
I have never
over 8 years.
had a bill from my medical coverage. I'm hoping they screwed up and they made
Well, that's
mistakes.
just a
Donald
mistake.
Trump
We
didn't
go-
do anything in healthcare yet. There's no law.
Yeah. All I can tell you is that when I first started my company in 2002, if a family wanted a health plan, I think it was like $600 a month. I just got my renewal. It's $2,200 with huge deductibles.
Now, who's responsible for creating that mess?
Oh, that's Barack Obama.
Right.
But that
Well, wait a minute. No, I'll say this. It's mostly his fault because we have to pay for other people's, but it's also that he did not address any of the sickness. He always addressing his symptoms. Who pays for it? He goes, I'm going to fix this.
Right.
You have a lot of money. I'm going to take it and give it to them. He didn't do anything to address the problems.
Yeah,
Nothing.
He planned on having the young people that were healthy pay into the system to pay for the sick people, but it didn't work like that.
Right.
Because it was cheaper to take the penalty than to take these insurances that had deductibles that you could you couldn't afford them. The insurance didn't pay for themselves.
Even when I go to
We
the
didn't have
doctor.
large deductibles before Barack Obama.
My doctor, it doesn't cost me anything. Because one covers the other. At least that's why I've had it.
I can personally tell you, I'm blessed because of my job, my day job. I have the catalog of insurance. I cannot complain about my insurance. I had very good insurance, but I can tell you through my parents' experience, their premium last year went from $380 a month for both of them to over $1,200 a month. This was last January, and a $5,000 deductible.
Sure.
Who can afford that?
And how is that looked at as anything
horrible
good?
care.
No, it's not good.
Not only can't you afford it,
And
it's
they're
bad.
senior citizens.
Why didn't he address anything like interstate policies or eliminating frivolous medical lawsuits? Any of these things.
Now Trump has
if you
created.
live in Canada, it costs you nothing for medical. In fact, my husband's parents were Canadian.
Socialized medicine
But
is
you
way
know that anything
overrated.
that doesn't cost you money costs someone
everything.
somewhere.
Nothing is ever free.
No, I know.
You always have to
You
catch
can't
that.
say it costs Canadians nothing. Who's paying for it?
Somebody's paying for it.
Paying for it.
The government. Where's the government getting money from?
The people.
So you're paying for it.
Well, I mean, you can go to any
simple.
any doctor, you can go to any. I mean, I've been to Canada in 30 years, but I mean that.
If the
that
government
highly
takes
impressed me.
everybody's entire salary and then food is free, is that good?
Well, if all you want to do is sit home and eat.
But it's not a good. It takes away people's incentives to.
Oh, I agree.
So
be
your
productive.
ideology, she believes in socialized medicine.
You could see me. I do my little rant every so often. I've been good lately. Okay, every day, I think there's a group of kids, I swear to Christ. They got the God bless you, I'm homeless, I'm this. So there was a kid there, okay, good looking young kid, 20 maybe, every day. So I said, I gotta say something, because I'm getting here I'm out there.
You're liberal. You're supposed to embrace these people. Take them home.
That's right. You're supposed to let them live with you, Jen.
I'm curious where she's going with
I have the cats. That's enough. I turned around and I turned up down the window and I said to him, now this answer really irritated me, okay? I said, Sam's is hiring for $13 an hour, 10 to 13. You got Lowe's here, you got Target. These stores are right within walking.
What do you say?
I don't speak English.
Did he say it in English?
Yes. That's what your ideology. That's what the left has created. These gentle snowflakes. It's your son that created them.
So now
we work hard on that
when
side.
I go up there, I look at him and he doesn't.
Right.
I don't speak English. I said, I'm 77 and I'm still working.
Let's build the wall, Janet.
That's right.
Let's
Yeah,
build
well,
but
in Medford.
He wouldn't be here.
I'm gonna move it. Yeah. But there's one on one side of 112 and one on. And I think they must have a pack.
course, they're
Today
fine.
I'll be there. So
And they're probably doing quite fine. They got a home.
No.
Eric, we talked about that. When I went to Eric said to me, that he has his little boy, and I guess they were coming out on 112. He said, and he says to Martin, here, give him $1. The guy took out a lot of money this, tax free.
Sure.
But that's your side creates that.
I didn't create it.
I reflect the story on what the low-paying jobs. I was hungry the other day in Orlando. And I run into a McDonald's
Sounds
Wendy's,
like
I can't remember
movie,
which.
Hungry in Orlando.
Exactly. So I walk out, I'm like, where are the people behind the counter? Where are they? And I look behind me, and they got
Nobody
these,
wants to work.
they got the kiosks.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, this is great. Big Mac, French fries, drink, boom, screw up my order, there's my food. It got
Shouldn't
to
eat
the
that
point
stuff.
where
Nobody wants to work.
you start pushing up the minimum wage. Minimum wage. It's not nobody wants to work. It's the minimum wage. McDonald's, Wendy's, they all say, whoa, $15 an hour plus employment taxes.
I started
and the liability
when
of people.
I started working, I made 98 cents an hour
Right.
in the post office.
Well, now they make these
started working.
kiosks, and
They don't need it.
they say, all right, I'm here for my $15 an hour. You gotta give me a raise. No, you're fired. We replace you with the kiosk. And I love it.
But you know
Home
what, that's-
Depot, I always go.
Really?
Automated teller.
Self-checkout's the way to
Oh,
go.
wait.
I know.
Think of Easy Pass. Think about filling your cart with food and just walking through an Easy Pass, and it calculates everything and
That's
takes it out of your account.
Don't
Eventually,
tell
we're
them
not
that.
going to have
They
kids.
might-
It's got to be
Listen,
coming.
robots are going to take
Right?
over the
Gotta be
world.
coming.
One of these
Well,
days, these
the guy-
iPhones are all
Well,
going
if we
to
didn't have-
But people are going to have to make the robots and operate the automated
Right, they're still
systems.
gonna
But not
have
everybody's
some
cut
It's
off of that.
gonna, all these people, they're crying about their no jobs. You know,
Right.
black teenage kids can't get jobs.
Well,
Well, you
you
keep
know-
on pushing up the minimum
Well-
wage, you eliminate
well,
jobs.
actually,
We're supposed to have
wait.
that segment of
Wait,
society.
speaking about jobs, I believe Trump hit a record high in employment.
Fake news.
Today they came out. No,
Fake news.
62.8% of people are now engaged in the workforce, which has been the highest number has been since Barack Obama was president. I mean, for many years.
well, you know.
And the unemployment number is about 4.4%.
Now you're watching Fox News, I understand?
No, it's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
we gotta-
That's
we
the
gotta-
Department, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, I
Let's
believe.
stick to Trump and his accomplishments.
Okay.
Everybody give a grade, a letter grade.
I will go incomplete because I don't think 100 days is enough
Agreed.
to get a read on economic indicators and GDP, and you need to wait a while. Now,
No,
Barack
I'm not
Obama was
letting you-
still
I'm not
blaming Bush 8 years, and
I'm
in
not
his
letting-
8th year, he was like, well,
know
you
what?
I'm
can't.
not going to let you go with an
Everybody's
incomplete.
blaming the
You
next
got to give me a
guy.
letter
8
grade.
years later,
Everybody's blaming
I
the
would
next
say you
guy.
got to
That's
wait
the
until like
thing.
halfway into the first year.
For a
maybe
letter
the third
grade, you got
quarter.
a letter grade. His performance, what you think he's leading up to, and what he's accomplished. I think it's worthy of a letter grade at this point.
I hate the way he communicates. He's
Well,
awful.
That's where he loses the points.
But we said that before he was
So,
elected,
yeah,
and that's
that's
never
always
going to
bad.
change.
But the bottom line is, you know, economics and legislation. I have no problems with anything he's done. He's followed through on his promises.
Exactly.
So I'll give him a B.
That's my grade.
I give him an A. I give him an A.
It's not surprising.
You
No,
gotta-
but
you
it's-
gotta take
I'm not
something
sure-
off
let's-
for,
it's his communication that's the only thing I'm not really crazy about. I'm not crazy about some of the people he put in his cabinet. So there are
He's
some
not
things I'm
reaching
not
across.
right.
No,
there-
he's not,
Wait,
he's not.
but wait, no. When you have obstructionist Democrats and even people
You
obstructionist
wanna-
rhinos in his own party
Well,
trying to sabotage.
This
him.
is true, but his job as a president, part of the definition of being president is being a leader and
He's so-
building
so
a
not a leader.
consensus.
But he's trying.
Yes,
you saw it
but-
with this healthcare
No,
bill.
I
You saw
agree with
him
that, but you
trying
see, here's
to
take the
make-
healthcare
I mean,
bill.
if when you
He's
do
done
like-
things in the healthcare
like-
bill. Trump is a negotiator. He's always going to be a negotiator.
Part of
He's
it's
putting
gonna be
things,
part of
He's not
his
a
game.
he's
president.
putting things in there that he knows are going to get shot down. You're going to sit here and say this is a terrible bill, every pre-existing conditions, all this other stuff. He knows they're going to get shot down, and it's going to land somewhere in the middle.
Right.
When it
Which is
lands
fine.
somewhere in the middle, the Democrats are going to take credit and say, "Look what we got changed." And I believe Trump is going, "I know that's going to happen anyway." It is his plan, and it's why he could go up to an A.
Yeah, but-
I think he could go up to an A.
Because, sure.
But he won't get the credit for it.
No.
Because we don't usually have negotiators. We have politicians.
You know,
I mean, look at his foreign policy. Have you not looked at all the strides he's made? Look at China. Never since Nixon, we haven't had someone so strong on foreign policy.
But his businesses are in China. He don't
He
buy
has nothing to do with
American.
those businesses.
All of his businesses are in China.
He has nothing to
Everything
do with
we
it.
turn around, it says made in China.
Because you can't afford to do
can we
business in
discuss,
America.
Can we discuss
Well, yeah.
Barack Obama's payday of $400,000?
Oh.
Hey, yeah,
How does that make you
What do you
feel?
think of that?
That, you know what?
Fat
That
cats.
doesn't bother me because I'd rather him
course it
get
does.
Do you
that
think he
than
passed
get
any
the
laws?
millions that we're paying for the whole troop.
On his
They-
way out, do you think he made any deals with some of those Wall Street companies? Like, hey, look, I'll do this for you.
For
On the
him?
way out, give me a $400,000 payday.
They
for
all
this
make
speech.
deals. You think the duck isn't making deals? Look.
He doesn't
Sorry,
need to
I
though,
had to
because
call
he's a
the duck.
billionaire. He's a 70-year-old billionaire. He doesn't need to.
Look,
Barack Obama
but
needed
look
to.
at what it's costing
got it.
us for his weekends away skiing and
Yeah, that's bad.
skiing.
That's
It's
bad.
terrible.
That's bad. But you know what?
100
Florida?
No, he was skiing.
I didn't know he skied.
Ski.
They had 100 Secret Servicemen.
In
His
San
family-
Moritz?
His family went skiing. It was in the paper.
Yeah, it is. I don't like that. But listen,
100.
Obama was right up there with him.
Well, Not,
They're all
this is
bad.
all
They're all
very-
bad. You can't
Going
really
into the
slam
White
them.
House when the
Offering
son
chief.
graduates, right? When he
That's what they say. So,
That's what they
so
say.
forth. Right.
Embarrassed by autism, and I feel very sorry.
Well,
for
do we
that.
know?
Oh, we don't know that for sure.
Well,
He might. And
What's his name's got dementia?
Who?
The duck.
Dial has
35
dementia.
You are making such outrageous
35%.
charges.
35% of the psychiatrists say he's got dementia.
65% of them don't.
Most
Oh,
don't.
man. You saw the other day on
Dementia.
TV. They showed.
He's the highest functioning person with dementia I ever saw. My grandmother
God.
has dementia. She can barely
Were
feed
these the same
herself.
psychiatrists that said that Hillary was also having dementia
Well,
problems,
I'll
or whatever
tell
they were
you,
saying she had problems?
You know, I mean, he starts here, he goes there, he goes here. I mean, I do that too.
What about
He
Hillary?
has
You know,
more energy
you know.
than you, and that's saying a lot because you are the most high energy person I know.
Well, yeah, because I make it that
He's
way.
good. He's
Yeah,
doing
he's-
fine.
Well, you know
There's
what?
nothing
Like
wrong
I
with
said,
him.
if I'm wrong, I will admit it. I don't feel like I'm wrong yet. I give him a D minus. I'm sorry. I
A
know
D
you guys
minus?
are
Well,
all
is there
for
something
it.
So
that
he
you
passed.
like that
He
he
passed.
did? Yeah.
You give him that. I was
Okay.
certain you were gonna
I
have
thought you were gonna give.
No,
Is
I'll
there
give him
anything
that.
that you
Why
that
didn't you
you liked
fail
that
him?
you liked?
Because I'm waiting for him to prove himself.
So there's nothing good. You're not going to say
Oh, I
something
don't think
good.
there's anything.
There's
good
not
about
one
him.
thing
I'm
good
sorry.
that he's done? Not one thing, Syria, nothing like
that I
that?
can think of.
To the Chinese?
Well, he's keeping the Secret Service in men making a lot of money. That's about it.
What's your
Syria,
thoughts
you know
on
what?
Syria?
I don't really.
The bombing.
I don't know about that
Okay.
much. So I'm
Okay.
not gonna even. I'm not even gonna.
We haven't had a
You
terror
know.
attack in 100 days.
We've had 67% lower illegal immigration as
He
well.
did send the. Remember, didn't he have a bomb go to Syria or something? Oh, you know.
No, that was
15
Afghanistan. ISIS.
You know, I don't get the newspaper
The
no more.
mother of all
I
bombs.
stopped getting the newspaper.
Those are great
So I
name
don't. Really,
cards.
no, I'll turn. And I have to time I don't watch TV anyway. I'm too busy. But I do like Rachel now. I feel like she does try to delve in.
You should go a couple of weeks without watching her. Your brain will get cleansed.
My brain is playing.
No,
You can't
it's
even
polluting.
blame. You
I
can't even
respect
blame
her.
Fox anymore because conservative talk is under the gun right now. Conservatives are under attack.
Well,
All right, let's look
But-
at. Let's talk about what's his name, the talk show, the comedian.
O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly.
No,
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
There. I don't know what happened.
He went on a rant about the president, which is fine because comedians can go on rants about
yeah, they all
presidents.
do, yeah.
And I'm a free speech advocate, so I'll never say fire him for his free speech, even though it's disgusting speech.
Well, this is monumental
Well, I
because you
don't
and
know
I
what to say.
disagree.
I don't know what
You
to
and I
say.
disagree.
To say that the president's mouth is a cock holster for Vladimir Putin's cock on national
Ooh.
TV. See,
I didn't hear that. I didn't see that.
number one, I think it's a gay slur. When you imply gay sex as an insult, that's a gay slur in my opinion. And my friend Scott Pressler,
Well, you know
gays
what?
for Trump, he
I
agrees-
respect
he agrees with
everybody.
me.
I don't think anybody should bring up a person's sexuality.
the hypocrisy in the world is when
Oh, it's
Bill
sickening.
O'Reilly and Waters from Waters
Yeah, but
gets,
what- but
they
what-
get
but
fired.
what did the duck say?
Nothing
What
happens to this
Colbert
guy.
said, I
But what
think
did
is
the duck
terrible
say
on the level
about
of.
that girl? That was wrong.
This guy did it in front of the whole world
See, I
on
didn't
purpose.
see-
Right,
On- yeah,
what about
on the,
behind?
I don't even watch
Late
TV.
show.
But did you see
I
when
didn't watch
that
it.
reporter went in and was talking to Trump and Trump?
Dickerson.
Right, Dickerson came in and
Yeah, he was pressing,
and
pressing,
walked-
pressing.
and
He wouldn't accept
Trump
Trump's
did look
answer.
silly, but the reporter
Right.
laughed at him.
Right.
He mocked him. He mocked the
Yeah.
president. Now there
He
was
wouldn't
a period,
stop.
but there was a period of time in our history where you wouldn't do that to the president.
No.
Nice.
You
Whether
have
you
to
like him or
have
not,
respect.
whether there is no respect, and
There's
that's
no
trickled into
respect.
the
Thing was,
comedy
he
industry.
kept on asking. He wouldn't drop it, and
Right.
Trump answered.
But now,
he didn't like the
but now
answer.
take the.
So I don't blame him for
Entertainers
walking
have
away.
always been political. Dean Martin, Sinatra, whatever. There was always a level of respect.
Right.
Now what's happened in entertainment is there is no
No
respect.
respect.
We've got
It's disgusting.
everything's R-rated. You can say whatever you want.
Unless you're a conservative.
But
disgusting.
that's why I
Unless you're
disagreed
conservative.
with you and said the sex thing wasn't a gay slur. It was just the way these comedians talk. It's all sex. So if you make a comment in today's humor, it's always sexual and it's always crude, which means you're always insulting somebody.
But we're not
And
saying you're having straight
and we
sex,
should-
you're having
But that
gay
would,
sex.
that would,
That's a gay
but that would
slur.
insult straight. If he said, if it was a woman and he said it, is that
Then
an
that would be
heterosexual
sexual
slur?
harassment.
All he did was make a sexual comment. I don't.
I didn't hear it, so
I do
I
not
didn't-
believe for one second Colbert was making a gay slur.
I have to
think so.
vehemently disagree with you. When you say that a straight man in his mouth is Vladimir Putin's cockholster.
Because the
It's a
person on the
pretty
other
bad
side
shot.
of the equation happened to be
Not
man.
only that, he also said he had more people marching against him than march against cancer. Like, that is not funny. I'm sorry.
Right, that's horrible.
It's so unfunny.
What he said was horrible and disrespectful to the president
And
of the United States.
I'll defend his right to say it because
Right.
that's the First Amendment. However, why is it in our society that conservatives, Bill O'Reilly got accused. It wasn't even a proven allegation against him, and he got canned.
he got
Jesse
roasted.
Waters made an implication about Ivanka Trump looks great with a microphone. We know it was an oral sex implication.
Yeah, that I heard, that
he
I heard,
got
yeah.
suspended. So. And Sean Hannity, some girl said, "Oh, he hit on me in a bar 9 years ago and asked me to go to his room."
Well, that's
But
all
Waters
about-
got
that's all
suspended
about
for
money.
that because
That's
he's
all
on a
about
news
money.
show.
That's all about money.
Colbert is on Comedy Central.
No, he's not. He's on the Late Show. He took David Letterman's spot.
Yeah, but
he's
he's on regular TV. It's not Comedy
My point
Central.
is, it's comedy. It's
Yeah,
not.
but
It's
after
not
a
a
certain
news.
time,
It's not a
night,
news
they
show.
consider It's okay. with-
You watch Fox, you watch CNN for news.
But
It
you
does
put,
make it a
you
little
put
different.
Ann Coulter on the Late Show and have her say something like that against Obama. You would have had riots in the city in front of CBS, no doubt.
Yeah, it's
no doubt.
double
Well, what do you
standard.
think about
There's a
Wacko
double
Kellyanne?
standard, but
She's the
I do
ditziest
give a
thing
little bit
going.
more of
I
a
like
free
her.
pass to the
Oh my
comedians.
God.
Their
She's
job is to be
such a ditz.
funny. He failed miserably.
Right.
Except to his base.
Yeah.
He was just disrespectful and crude. And again, I'm not going to
It's
defend
not
him
funny.
because, it's indefensible what he said, but it also was, Trump apparently made some comment against Dickerson that was insulting. So
he called it to face the nation.
Right, and Dickerson said, he says, Dickerson is too good of a man to insult him back, but I'm not. So he went through a tirade of insults. From a comedic writing standpoint, I understand what he was doing. He failed.
Yeah, at least make your jokes
He
funny.
failed,
And I don't
but I understand what he was doing.
I don't make. Every president is going to be the butt of jokes.
Oh, of course.
They,
Right.
they all are, and you have to accept. And Trump gives them a lot of material to work
Oh,
with.
he
I mean,
does.
That's the problem.
Right, he's a caricature in some.
When he
in some
walked back
aspects.
to his desk and started straightening up the papers, like after he was insulted.
But they say
You know what I like
You
about
read
that
what
though,
you
the whole thing when he
read
walked
it.
away from Dickerson. When we're like 25 years old, you drive in the street and somebody cuts you off. You get mad, you want to yell at him and give him the
Yeah,
finger. When you get older like now, you're just like, yeah, go ahead. Because you get older and you let things roll off your back. And you,
Yeah, but he
and you
does
pull
it.
things off.
He's
when
like
you're a
a 2-year-old
70-year-old
child.
billionaire, and
He's
now
a
the President of the United
baby.
States, and somebody passes you, it's like,
You
I'm
know
done
what I
with
do?
this.
Right.
I dismiss you. Well, you know
Five-year-old
what? At this point in your life, you're a 70-year-old billionaire who just became president. You can be dismissive of punks
That's
like John
right, that's
Dickerson.
true.
You
Right.
asked the question, I answered it. You don't like the answer, so you pester me. So he could have been. What he should have been, though, was let me explain to you again, because I don't want to, insult you. Because I answered it, and he could have done that. And that probably would have
But
been
he
the better
says
thing to
stupid
do.
things like,
Oh,
I'm not standing by anything.
Oh my
But
God!
that's
Yeah,
just a
that's
stupid
bad.
soundbite.
But I liked how he just says, take it any way you want, and walked away. I like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Material.
You know,
He should have done this also.
When I went to
I don't look up to
CPAC,
him.
That's derogatory to Italians.
when I went to CPAC, I was getting interviewed by this guy, and it was the worst. And he overheard a conversation we were having about legalizing marijuana, which I don't support. And the guy overheard us, and we were talking back and forth. And a medical marijuana, I'm for. Now, my job, with health education, I know a lot about the subject. And we were going around and around and around in circles. Finally, I said, this is going nowhere. Have a lovely day. You can cut this up however you want it. You're gonna try to make me look
Walk
like an
away.
idiot.
You did it with
I walked
respect.
away. Right, you did, like, you don't have to sit there and take
Right.
it. And I think a lot of these politicians and people that go through these interviews, and now I'm getting a little bit better in the process, I think they just sit there too long. So I do respect him getting up and walking away. If you don't like the way it's going, nobody's got a gun to your head to sit there and take abuse or what you perceive as abuse. Get up and go.
Well, I really feel sorry for his cabinet because sometimes I think they're just little puppets there.
See, I disagree.
makes me-
I
it
think
makes
he
me
delegates
sad.
a lot of
He
responsibility.
delegates a lot of
on them.
responsibility.
Which is the way it should be.
I think he's
Yeah,
actually
I see that.
smartening up over his first 100 years. He's finally saying,
First 100
you
years?
handle it.
Wouldn't that be nice? 100 years of Trump.
Well, you only got
I said 100 years? Maybe. Maybe. You can only hope.
I think I'll stay around another 100 years just for the hell of it. This is check.
But I think he's getting better. He's delegating more, and he's
Yes.
letting those people explain it
Well,
to
I
the press.
think this
because
week,
those are the
I
experts.
will
You want
tell
to
you,
argue
I
with
think
the
this
experts.
week I saw that much improvement in him. I don't know if he's on the right meds or what, but I'm being honest because
It's getting better at the game.
Bottom line, more jobs, GDP growth,
well, I mean,
stock
I would
market
say that much.
unemployment
like I said,
down,
if I'm
Right.
wrong,
foreign
I'm the
affairs
first
taken
to
care
admit.
of, no terrorism. I mean, so far, you have nothing to complain about,
Well,
really.
We'll see. I'm still waiting because, he's fighting with this one, he's fighting with Korea. I've been to Korea. I'm literally with that.
We've been
what
fighting
was
with
that?
North
Listen,
Korea since
25
before you
years
were
these people have been
probably-
developing nuclear weapons. We should have taken care of this a long time ago.
And-
But what did Bill Clinton do? Just tell you what.
And I'll tell you.
Drop the nuclear weapons, we'll help you build nuclear
But that
reactors.
president,
And
that
George Bush says, no, we're not doing that. And that kind of
20-year-old
ruined
kid
the whole
that's the
thing.
president, he doesn't, the one that's in Korea, he doesn't deserve that either. It's because his father was.
He's a psychopath, actually.
Oh,
Now
but
that's
the
psycho.
two of them get together, they're perfect for each other.
If he was meeting with some schmuck in business, he would say it's an honor to be sitting down with
Yeah,
this
but
person
you
from
know-
whatever company.
Oh.
But which
But
is
it
more
wouldn't be put under a
offensive?
microscope.
Which is more offensive, saying it's an honor to meet with Young Sung Kim or whatever his name is,
I could
Ding
say
Dong
that.
Joe. whatever his name is.
or blowing up Bibi Netanyahu of Israel.
I would, you know what?
Barack Obama was completely more offensive by completely blowing off the Prime
You
Minister
know,
of
all
Israel.
right, let me put it this way.
As opposed to
It's the
saying
way
it would be
you
an honor meeting.
present it. It's the presentation.
Right? You make the Prime Minister of Israel sit in your lobby for hours and say, I'm not going to meet with you.
And
Well-
the dirty little secret in left politics that nobody ever talks about is the less hatred of Israel.
Yeah.
Every liberal I've
Right.
ever met hates Israel, and they blame Israel for the world's problems. So the way that Obama treated Netanyahu
I don't think anybody
was
should be
Oh, it's pandering
not
to
a
his face.
surprise.
I
not
don't
a
think
Yeah.
anybody
surprise.
should be hated. I think
I
you know.
agree, no
I
one
think
should.
we all should be respecting.
No, you're
each
a little
other.
bit more moderate, though. I
Yeah,
think you're not.
We should all
totally off the
respect
deep
each
end.
other. But if you put a knife in my heart, man, you're gonna see a crazy
Okay,
woman.
but now,
But I will respect you until you put that knife in the heart, and then you're gonna see somebody that want to see.
we entered this
And I
whole
think
race with
that's
you
how
hating the
we
duck.
open. I still hate
You
it.
hated the duck. You didn't want the duck to become president.
Sorry.
We're sitting here, and they're doing a great job defending the first 100 days and what
God
he's
bless them.
accomplished. You came into this hating him and fearing his presidency. Can you articulate?
don't
Can you
fear
articulate to
him.
me what in these 100 or so days he's done that you're unhappy about?
Everything. He hasn't
No,
done
what-
anything.
Specific-
Yes, he's
Specifically.
done a lot of things,
Oh my
actually.
God.
He signed
Yeah, I'll
28
start
bills.
here, I'll start there. I start there, I'll start there. But you don't even know what get with the people. Take care of
But he
the
has. He
people.
goes in
He
instead
totally
of
has.
going to this
I-
big hack
I
dinner,
can
the
see
White
it.
House Correspondents' Dinner, with all these idiots, all these fake news people. He went to the people. That's what he does. He's a people person.
Well,
he
put it
gave
this
up a
way.
pretty cushy life to
He's
put it all on the
hasn't won
line.
now. His whole family's got it now. 'cause
His
we're paying
place
for it.
in Trump
That's
Tower is
fine.
way
Come
nicer
out
than the
and
White House.
say,
I'm
you know
sorry.
what? This is harder than I thought. Is
Well,
very.
he had no choice
Yes.
because
It's
he's
very
an
honest.
asshole.
It's-
Sorry guys, but
He didn't realize the
Yeah.
gridlock that was it was going to be in
well,
Washington.
I mean, if you want to be the president of the United, that's a big nut to crack.
it sure
It's
is.
like being a principal of a school.
I wouldn't
Whoa!
want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it, and I wouldn't think I
But,
could.
and you could point to the fact that there's a ton of video of him when he's running saying, this is going to be easy, this is going to be easy. He said it 1,000 times.
And I'm the biggest, and I'm
But-
the best, and I'm the greatest, and you know what bothers me?
Washington
Here he's
doesn't work
putting his
fast.
family in that don't know ding. You and I, the four of us, could probably do better than Ivanka. Is that her name?
Oh, I like her.
Well, what's her
I do like
position?
her.
I don't know.
She was
Does
not
she
like
have
the
any?
first lady.
Ah,
like
come
when
on.
Melania's not there
Well,
right
that's because he
now.
wants to
Right.
get his daughter.
Everybody's
Oh,
up in arms
oh,
about this, and I'm like, it
Janet.
seems to be a bullshit.
Wait a minute, didn't Barack Obama get his wife's best friend, Valerie Jarrett, a job?
But they might have been
And no,
What is
qualified.
she
my
running
mother
the White
was
House?
the
Qualified for
babysitter, getting paid
nothing.
$90,000 a year.
She's bitching that she doesn't have time for her massage every week.
Who? What?
Well, she's
When?
not doing anything. I don't even think she has a job.
No, she
Right.
She
basically.
gets, I don't think she gets a
She's
check.
helping her father with women and women's issues, which are not traditionally a
But he's got a
Republican
wife that
cause.
should be doing that.
But she's being a mother, and she's being a darn good mother.
She's
Hey,
a good mommy, I will tell you that.
So
I
you do-
respect
do-
her
she's
do-
for that.
class.
Okay.
She's class personified.
I love when he walks and he gets out and he doesn't even open up the door for his wife.
That wasn't
Standing there.
true.
That's
That was not
such
true.
lies.
That was cut up and manipulated lies.
But that's like me saying, well, I'm going to become the president. And you know what? My kids may not know, certain things, but I'm putting them in.
Did you have a problem with
Instead of-
Kennedy putting his brother in as AG?
I had no problem with Kennedy.
Okay, but he put his brother in as the AG.
I respect him.
You know what I have a
respect
problem
him.
with? I have a problem with the term qualified. You
Yes,
see, this
I
person's
agree.
over there, and
I-
they're not qualified.
I agree with you.
What qualifies a lot of people that have held positions to being qualified?
Well,
if you
they-
go down the list and look through history, a lot of them weren't really qualified
Yeah, but
for the
they
position
may have
were in.
learned.
They were farmers.
They may have learned. You have a lot of them that just, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, guys, we're sitting here today. I'm the president. Let's go, you know, what do you want about? You know, let's go someplace for lunch. You know, so who cares? It's going to cost us $1 million to, you know, to take the plane today. You know, we'll have a nice lunch. We'll go buy.
Yeah, but they all
water.
do
But
that,
I
Janet.
think-
They all do it.
Yeah,
to
but
some-
we're paying for it.
Yeah, but all the presidents do. You don't think Obama did that with
Not
Valerie
millions
Janet?
of dollars
What about the
every
Clintons?
weekend.
Do you ever hear Travelgate? They find an entire office
Yeah, but not
and put their
millions,
friends
I
in.
mean.
They
Not-
got a whole 30, 40 people until the court said, wait a minute,
What's
what you
that
just
got-
did is completely illegal.
What's
You have to
the
fire
name?
all your friends
What's
and take
the
those
name?
people
Has
back.
100?
Do you know Mar-a-Lago was Marjorie Post, who owned it, wanted to donate Mar-a-Lago to the federal government to have a summer White House so that they could schmooze people? That Xi Jinping guy, he had the time of his life down there. They were in a beautiful environment
Yeah,
and
we paid
golf
for it.
and getting the best variety. You don't think that this guy can't wait to come back and work with the United States?
Well, yeah, because we paid for it. We're paid. There's people standing there, help me with food, and you got this duck. I don't want to say anything bad.
But-
I don't want to curse. But you got him.
But getting
Spending
When
our money
Obama wanted to
together.
spend the money and give it all to our enemy Iran, he gave billions of dollars to Iran, which could have bought food for all these people.
and you know
that
what
care
upsets
about.
me too is when the doc says we're going to get all these jobs, but you look
We
on the
did.
back. You look on the back of his thing, and you got China, you got Malaysia. I mean,
But we
it's-
talked about this on our
yeah.
early shows.
I know, but it bothers me.
You know, I don't like spending money either, but that's why I get so upset when I see Barack Obama doubling the federal debt from $5 trillion to, well, he added $10 trillion
We
himself
haven't
to
seen
$20 trillion.
anything. You wait
$10
and
trillion.
see. You see what the doc is going to do.
You think he'll add more than $10 trillion
You
in
see
4
what the
years?
doc is going to do.
In his first
No.
100 years, he actually
And if
lowered
I'm
the
wrong,
deficit.
and if
You
I'm
said 100
wrong,
years too?
I mean, wishful
She's
thinking.
planning on
100,
it.
yeah, 100 years. 100 days, he lowered the deficit. I'm not sure exactly what the amount is because I have all those numbers that are rolling around. in
I'm
my
sure
head,
the
but he
deficit's
did.
probably less.
well,
It's-
like,
it's
if
the
I'm
debt-
wrong, I will be the first
$10
to
trillion
admit.
in debt.
It's
George
sad.
W.
You know
Bush
what?
raised it
It's sad.
$5 trillion, and Barack Obama called him unpatriotic.
Okay.
So
The
what does that make
Obama
$10 trillion?
administration-
Double
administration-
unpatriotic.
You know,
The Obama administration was a crime syndicate. Look at Loretta. We had Comey, just admit, Loretta Lynch.
Russia is
Loretta
running
Lynch and Bill
America.
Clinton struck a deal. Snakes on a plane, Janet.
Russia is running America.
No, it's not.
No,
Oh,
it's
come on.
not.
Do you really think that? Come on.
I do.
Explain what you're thinking.
Hi, Uncle Vlad.
Because he's got, and what they just had yesterday, that Rupert Murdoch, I see he talks to him every day, the guy from Channel 5.
Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah,
Doesn't he
he's-
own Fox now?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
said that it was on last night, and it was on regular news, it wasn't on
I know, yeah.
Rachel's.
Rachel's made up
Irregular
news.
news.
Yeah,
Very
the
fake
news, yeah, the real news. That he calls him every single day, and now they were doing something. They
But
were,
Rupert Murdoch doesn't like Trump.
well, you would know when they were hugging each other last night.
His two sons are running Fox. They're very liberal. That's why there's a
Well, if you saw him hugging him, last
I
night-
have friends that work on Fox News, the Fox News channel, and they're all nervous right now. There are, it's not going to be the conservative news station that a lot of us have
Well-
grown to love. It is changing.
everything.
Which creates a problem.
A big,
Oh,
big
but
This is
problem.
the only one.
The
Well, you
ratings
could
will
go
go
on
away.
Lantern.buzz and check out my conservative news reports.
Because you know you got like Fox will be for the duck, and then you got MSN that's
Hey,
going on the other one.
Give a little plug for what you're doing.
Oh, I write. I'm a staff writer for Lanterns.buzz. I have a radio program that's debuting on Wednesday. Lanterns.buzz is conservative news, but when I write a news article, it's straight news, and that's what I like about
Good.
our conservative syndicate. Is it's straight news. It's not fake news. We just give you the facts.
Now where
you're
can you find
online.
that? Somebody wants to find.
Oh, Lanterns.buzz. You can go online. and find
Oh,
it.
it's yes.
Mhm.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
so
I
thank
didn't
you.
know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of syndicates that work with us, a lot of really
Good.
great shows. We have Jonathan Donna the Blaze.
Well, hopefully you will get the truth out there.
Yeah, well, our new, like I said, the straight news stories, especially the ones that I write, have no slant either way. I do
right,
write
that's good.
opinion pieces. Oh,
And
and they're
opinions are good.
slanted.
Okay.
They are
I like
slanted.
it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
but
you've
they
got
are
a-
separate.
You've got a show
I'll never mix
Yeah,
the
I got my
two.
new show Tuesdays, every Tuesday.
Tuesdays on what?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring bring you on because
Okay, cool.
yeah, choose WLIN New York. .com. Well, you were on. What I'm doing in July, I'm booked till the end of June. What I'm going to do is instead of just, each week I'm going to like 1 week I'll have my healers on, another week I'll have my authors on, another week I'll have political people that will discuss what's paying it forward, and then of course I can't get away with the UFO. I got to try that again.
No, can I ask you a question? Because I know that you're very, very passionate, and there's one of the things I love about you, very passionate about the opiate abuse problem, especially here on Long Island.
Oh, it's
now,
horrible.
Trump has appointed Chris Christie to a volunteer position. Chris Christie has volunteered to take this on. They have a heroin abuse task force, and they're going after gang members like MS-13.
Oh, I
and
know.
things like that.
They need
so,
to.
yeah,
It's scary.
that's one thing you could say that you like that he's done.
I've had people on my show that I'm so against. I mean, I grew up in Brentwood, so
Right.
and there's times I do work with the police on certain cases, and it's such a tragedy.
Awful what's going on.
And what's bothering me is these young. And you being a teacher, I mean, it's you got kids that that you're teaching, and my grandson's wife's a teacher as well. It's tragic with these, and they kill each. They're literally those 6 kids that were.
Jeff Sessions said he was going to take a close look on
that-
MS-13. Now all of a sudden
Yes.
people got locked up this week.
Right.
Yeah,
but these
but-
are all good things that are happening, and a sense of safety that's coming
Yeah, but that
back
was
to
not
this
happening
country.
without the duck. So
Well, it wasn't
You think
happening.
so?
It,
I don't
it
think
wasn't
so.
happening.
Yeah.
It was going the other way.
The reason they're all here is
You don't
because
think
of
so?
the
There were
lax
cops getting killed
policies
every
of the
5
last two
minutes.
administrations.
well, I mean, the thing is this is them now. I mean, and I mean the kids that are killing the MS-13. I mean, I feel bad for the kids too because who knows? They might have been just kids that might have been thrown out, and their parents. We don't know how they got here. A lot of them maybe just happened to come.
Well, feeling bad for
Well,
people and allowing them to come here and kill us
I
are
don't
two
want
different
nobody to
things.
kill anybody.
I feel bad for everybody in the world
I
that's
do too.
suffering.
Yeah, I do
Bringing
too.
them here and letting them make us suffer or kill us is
that's
not,
like the
is
kid
not
that
the
says
answer.
I don't speak English. That's standing there, give me all your money.
Right. You were annoyed, but there's
Annoyed?
a part of you that also feels bad, I'm sure.
Not to that kid, no.
But see, then
I got a feeling that kid was legal, and I think his name was.
But there's a
And he
there
probably
is
had a man bun.
but-
I'm
Yeah.
guaranteeing
I
you,
don't
man
know
bun
why
and
in
ghost
the
city.
But you
interest
have
of
a sign
humanity,
saying,
there's a
"God
reason
bless,
why
I'm
he's doing
homeless."
that and you're doing what you're doing. And
I'm
it's
not paying
probably
taxes.
somewhere in his lineage there was a breakdown.
He's probably doing pretty good.
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
Doing pretty
sure,
good,
he's
but
probably
even if
making
you were doing
500
pretty
a day.
good, you're not doing that.
No.
And it
I
has to
wouldn't
do with the
lower
way you were
myself.
raised and the way
Right.
you were brought
Well,
up, and where you were brought up, and where
that's
you were fortunate
becomes-
enough
There
to
is a
exist.
cultural deficit that
Oh,
is
yeah.
manifested
Comes
by
down.
No
the
doubt.
liberal Democrat narrative.
Even us Americans, I mean, I know families who scam and scam and scam,
Sure.
and it so irritates me.
But I feel like the generation that's coming up
It's scary.
is a very entitled generation, a spoiled
God,
generation.
yes.
Give me, give me, give me. And I feel like that's the left that's done that.
I don't think
They're snowflakes. They're just, oh, I need a therapy dog to hug because Donald
Safe
Trump
space.
became president. Oh, you wrote the word Donald Trump. You wrote the president's name. I need to retreat to that safe space.
No, that's a little
I need. I mean,
True.
but this
Yeah.
is what we've created. This country. We gotta toughen up.
But I have to say too, a lot of these parents, sadly, they grew up under the smoking the pot thing. I'm so against drugs. You don't even want to
Right,
know
right,
because
right,
I think drugs lead to worse drugs.
Right.
A lot of them. I mean,
listen, I got
you know.
raked under the coals for that interview that I did with the. I mean, people were
Right.
going off on, and I love how people. I love how lefties, particularly, that are so feministic, and women should be allowed to wear pussy hats and everything else. But there were no shortage of comments on my looks. Let me tell you, my makeup, my hair. I'm a transvestite. You name it. You name it. I had the comments. Oh, the interview that I did, and I saw all the comments, and I was,
really?
and
That's
not for
crazy.
nothing. I'm stupid. I'm a bimbo. One person said, "Wow, she's really hot and she's smart." One person, because one conservative might have seen it, and I didn't write it. Thanks, Mom. But but I mean, it's like Cher the other day. Cher yesterday has the nerve to write on Twitter, ranting about Huckabee, the daughter. What's her name? I forget her last name. I don't know. She filled in for Sean Spicer during the press briefing yesterday, and she said that she looked like a Sherman tank in a school Marmouth. Like, You're supposed to be. Have you ever looked at what you look like,
Well,
Cher? Like, come
yeah,
on.
well, yeah.
And then she also writes that because of the new House bill, that she's not going to have any. Her asthma treatment isn't going to be covered. But you spent millions on plastic surgery.
Oh, I
like, take it out of the plastic surgery fund. You know what I mean? You have to admit, Hillary Clinton was a terrible candidate. I mean, anybody should have been able, but anybody should have been able to beat Donald Trump. Like, Donald Trump made every
Well,
mistake.
of course, when you got Putin screwing up the votes, of course.
Putin didn't do anything to the votes. Even the FBI came out. Every intelligence.
Yeah, where is
agency
that?
said
When is that
God.
impeachment and
It's
that
not done yet.
convention
I mean, there were
comes
certain
out?
things that had to
Not done
happen
yet.
for this to happen. It wasn't all on Hillary's
Hillary
lousiness
was
as
a
a
terrible.
candidate.
Listen, she went
Comey thing,
fundraising. But wait, she went fundraising with all her celebrity pals, and she was only on the road. I believe it was 4 days in the month of August, where Donald Trump was doing 4 days on the road.
Yes,
she was a terrible candidate.
All of that stuff was working. She did get more votes.
Oh yeah, she got,
And the
from
Comey thing
illegal
breaking when it
aliens.
broke
From
was
illegal
pretty,
aliens, she got more votes.
pretty big.
The Comey thing, I think, could have changed a few thousand
You know
votes.
what?
Not enough to sway the
With
election.
Hillary, it was just all those things that everybody knew that she was a lying
Yeah,
crook.
that's
And it was
true.
just like, we're going to ignore it. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's another thing. Oh, we're going to ignore it. And the final Comey came along, just like,
and the
who
duck
are we
doesn't,
kidding?
and the
He's
duck
the
doesn't.
lying
That's
crook.
what
But
I'm
the
saying.
duck doesn't
The Comey thing wasn't so
flip-flop.
much about what it was.
He'll
it was
say
about
that
who she
and then
was.
change it
It's not that
tomorrow.
he's flip-flopping,
She's
it's just, and that is a
wrong.
big criticism of Donald Trump,
Yeah,
that he's
it
flip-flopping.
is.
He's evolved his positions because he didn't know things as a private citizen that he's
You know,
now
Why are people leaving? You know that he had asked to be there. How many? That realize after being there a month, I don't want this job. This guy's off the wall.
Who?
How many people have left the cabinet already?
Who? Nobody.
I just saw it on the other day. It was 8 or 9 people that stepped away.
No, maybe people in
Who?
low-level jobs that were deep
People-
state, but
Yeah,
not
maybe-
cabinet. Cabinet.
Yeah, no cabinet.
He just got his cabinet all put in there recently.
And they're all
It took
millionaires,
long-
and they're all rich, and they're all
No,
unqualified.
that's not true.
That's what I'm looking
Name
at.
the name of an unqualified millionaire that he put in there.
Well, that one
Because they're
guy
millionaires,
sponsor-
unqualified.
Again, I want to get back to this qualified thing because it bothers me. Every politician that's been in office is deemed qualified. Now, most of them are attorneys.
Right. a
They're
lot of
attorneys, and their gift is what? Negotiating?
No, Gab.
Right. Talking. What makes them qualified, and what makes these millionaires who are successful businessmen who negotiate just in a different arena?
Well, they may be
What
good
makes them not
in their
qualified,
business.
and makes the people that you're saying are qualified qualified?
Because basically, if I made these shirts or your shirt or anything,
Right.
I would be qualified now.
If you're a seamstress, but if you run the company
Then
that
I
makes
need to
those
go to
shirts
school.
and
That-
10 other companies, why aren't you more qualified than the politician who has
Because
negotiated
I don't know
some
that. It's like
law?
like me wanting to be a doctor. You're gonna put me in there without any knowledge of how
No,
to-
it's not the same as a doctor. In a doctor, you need to learn a specific craft.
Yeah, and
you
these
need to
people-
learn what's the specific craft that a politician has learned that you are saying he's qualified, that millionaire is not qualified.
Well, the millionaire is qualified in their own little corner of the world. And what
Running
they
things.
sell.
Running things,
Okay.
communicating
What
with
they
people,
sell.
negotiating
They're not
things.
salespeople.
They're
They're running a
together.
vast organization.
But they're not. I don't feel that some of these people that are in the cabinet are qualified to tell me how to run my life. When they're, I'll go back to
But why do you
Melania
think
again.
the politicians that have been in place are qualified to tell you how to run your life?
Because they've had practice.
They've had practice telling
Okay.
people how to run their lives.
Yeah, but
And that's why we're getting them out.
But before they even got there, a lot of them, were like associates. Like in other words, a lot of the politicians that will have, what do they call them when like interns, where they will literally go. Because I know a lot of politicians.
Politicians just talk well. They're just seasoned bullshit.
Well,
Right.
I mean, honestly,
let's see.
they did. None of them have working
Let's see.
experience.
Let's scrap
A lot of
this
politicians-
qualified term. 'cause
A lot
it's
of politicians are attorneys, or they were
Yes,
born
they
with
are.
silver spoons in their mouth. Like, they're really not qualified
the
to tell us
duck
how to do
wasn't?
anything.
The duck wouldn't even know what to do to work.
The duck took, as you call him, took
Sorry.
$1 million small loan and turned it into a $10 billion empire. It's
His
pretty darn
father-
impressive.
his
I would have
father-
went to San Tropez and blew it in a year.
He was born with a silver spoon.
He was. He was
didn't have
given
to-
lots of
He didn't have to
advantages.
struggle like you and I had to.
I'm not not gonna say I've had struggles.
No, but I
because I
mean-
can't put myself in. Compared to a lot of people, I haven't struggled
No,
at
but
all.
you still. I mean,
So what has Trump done bad in his first 100 days?
I don't think he did anything good yet.
What has he done that's bad? What has he done that's been
Well, his
terrible and has hurt
the
us?
quality
as a
of his
country?
cabinet suck.
Who?
What have they
By the way,
done?
who's the
don't
last
like.
president who had the struggles that we've had?
The struggles that we've had.
Yeah.
Oh, very few.
They're all.
Well, I don't
I
like
mean-
Bush. I think Bush lied.
But he wasn't
Nixon was upper middle
Nixon-
class,
yeah,
but
Nixon-
Harry
Nixon
Truman was the last one who grew
Nixon
up
was a
poor.
liar
Right.
too.
You have to go
Nixon was
back
another
to
story.
1940.
You know-
Is it fair to say that he can't do worse than Obama, right?
Oh my God,
What did Obama? Wait, can you tell me?
I don't know where to start with
personally-
that one.
Personally, can you tell me what Obama did that makes you such a fangirl of him? Like, what did he do for you?
Well, I respect the way he respects women. Number one, okay. He wasn't saying I'm going to grab you by your hair.
That and
That's
$2
not,
and a
that's
cup
not
of
an
coffee.
answer of what he's
Well,
done as president.
I like him. Well, you know what? He helped a lot of people. That's the way I look at it. This guy ain't helping. Well, that's a terrible way to say it. The POTUS. I won't even give him the
POTUS?
yeah, I wouldn't even give him the jock. I feel like it's all for him and not for him. We'll see.
Shane is a poor, struggling single father. He's 24 years old, and he worked on Trump's campaign because he believed in him. Comes from Stonington, Illinois, very poor community, struggling single father, like I said. So he really believed in Trump's message, really resonated with him. So every day he worked on the campaign, and every night he worked as a security guard in a hospital. So his days were, filled, his
he
nights were
worked his
filled.
ass, yeah.
Well, he got invited to go to the inauguration because of all the great work that he did in his state. Trump got wind of his story, read a profile of him in the Washington Post, and then wanted to have a personal meeting with him. And Trump joked around with him a little bit, said, you're very inspiring to me. I love your story. I understand your dad has cancer. I want to help your family out. Gave him a $10,000 personal check.
Big deal. That's
You
like
think that's
that's like $1 to him. That's like nothing.
But you don't think that that's
How-
a beautiful story?
How about the coal miners that he
Yeah,
went
that Hillary wanted to put out of
That
business?
he went to Virginia and he promised they'd have their jobs.
And he did. He signed all the regulations, getting rid of the burdensome regulations on the
Okay.
coal industry, so the coal industry could thrive. They're very happy with him.
Barack Obama took a full $100,000 payday from Wall Street.
And where?
Oh boy, and you're picking on Trump for giving the poor guy 10 grand.
Where do
Come
most
on.
of the drugs come from?
Donald
Mexico.
Trump.
West Virginia.
How can you look at $10,000 gift like that as a bad thing because
It's
he
not a
has a
bad
lot
thing,
of money?
but the
So
man,
it's a good thing.
We should have given them $1 million. Then I would say that he's a good man.
Supposing you
Directional
met Trump and he said he was going to pay off that medical bill for you,
I'd say thank you, but no thank you.
you wouldn't accept it.
Not from him.
I take it. Be
Not
like,
from him. I wouldn't accept anything from him. No, I'm really being honest. I'd rather work 5 jobs than accept anything from him.
Why do you hate him so much?
I know.
I disrespect him.
She hates him because
I
of the way
disrespect
she
him.
thinks he
No,
treats women.
no, that's not the whole thing, honey. I disrespect him because I feel he's making the United States look like a fool.
How?
He takes his little weekly trips. He does this.
Like
His poor
Obama.
wife is stuck home.
What about all those rounds of golf that Barack
She
Obama
wants to
played?
stay
That
home.
didn't bother
Millions,
you?
millions.
His poor wife, she stays in her penthouse
But look what it's
house in
costing.
Trump Tower.
But look what it's costing us as taxpayers because they have to have round the clock.
Yes, because she's being a good mom and she wants the son
But she
to
could be
finish
just
school.
as good mom. She could have a teacher come in and homeschool him.
Well,
if she's that concerned.
From what I understand, they don't want him to have the change. Like, it's been such an upheaval
feel
in his
sorry
life.
for
The
the kid. I feel
change of
sorry
the
for the
scenario,
kid.
the change of the
Let me ask you this.
environment.
Now,
Let me
after
ask
the
you this.
summer,
If
he'll
at the end
move
of the
to the White
presidency
House.
you add up what it cost in Secret Service and all of the stuff for him still staying in Florida and all that other stuff, and the economy is light years better.
We'll see.
And the weight is,
doubt it.
look at all this we spent on the Secret Service,
I
but
doubt it.
look at this flourishing
I doubt it.
economy. Would you
I
be
hope
okay
you're
with
right.
that?
I'm hoping for it, of course. I would love to see the United States being looked at as one of the best
We need
countries.
more
So
of
the economy's
Not
doing
no
well,
more.
more things are being made here
I'm not
instead of
seeing it.
China. All of that's happening.
Well, we'll see.
Are you okay? Would you be okay with that?
Well,
Because when we're doing the show years from now on, Fox or
And I'm
CNN,
using
and we're right
I won't
after
go on
we're right
CNN,
after
sorry.
Rachel. you
Right
know.
answer, Rachel.
I don't want.
I like-
you
I
don't want
like
Rachel's
the-
lead in.
I
It's
like
horrible.
the
Yeah, we can
cheeks
talk
out.
about the nonsense that
I
she
like
just
the
said.
Her ratings are horrible.
I like the people. I'm very. I don't care. Like I've been a Democrat. I've been a Republican. I'm an independent now. To me, be honest, do the right thing. I don't care what your party is. That's the way I look at it.
Well, that's the way it should be. Yeah,
That's the way it should be.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know, I mean, we banter here, but
There
we're
are
still
some
friends.
Democrats in Congress that I like. Like I like Joe Manchin. I think that Joe Manchin is one of the Democrats that Trump
Well,
can
I
reach
do.
across
I
the
do
aisle to.
feel.
I don't hate any of them. I just think like
I- some
Some of
Obama's
them, like
wildly
Nancy
incompetent.
Pelosi, you
Right.
like.
Yeah. But
No, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters. I don't
Maxine
hate
Waters,
them. I think
oh.
they're both batshit crazy.
Yeah, I
Nancy
agree.
Pelosi,
Well,
Maxine Waters
what
are
I will
crazy.
say
Yeah,
is,
she is. With a
you
bad
know,
wig.
I lost my train of thought. My God, I just had it there and I lost it.
And Hillary Clinton, I dislike because
But
I think
that's
I
okay.
think she's a crook.
I despise.
But you're allowed to.
But other than her, there's
You're
nobody
allowed
else that I hate.
You're allowed to.
It- it's-
I don't really
Clinton,
strongly dislike
I think-
Elizabeth Warren.
Not for nothing.
Oh, I
think
hate her
that
too,
everybody
yeah.
sitting here
Oh,
would
I-
admit
I-
Bill
I know what
Clinton
I was
was a
gonna
good
say.
president. Right? Am I right or am I
I wanna
wrong? Would you
see
admit Bill
who-
Clinton was a good
Yeah,
president?
he was good.
Republicans
I voted for him the
voted
second
again.
time around. think
I
he
didn't
earned
vote for him
my votes.
either, but
Well, I did it for a second
You
time,
did
not the
it?
first
Yeah.
time. He deserved
We'll
it. I
see.
gave it to him.
If things continue going this way and continue to improve,
Well, you know what? We got 4 years to find out.
the wall.
I can't wait to take a wall selfie. I'm very excited
Well,
about
most
this.
of the legals are a result of overstaying visas.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
I don't know what the numbers are, but I think it's more than half overstay visas.
I mean, yes, if they're hurting people, if they're doing the wrong thing, if they're disrupting, if they're taking from us, I certainly feel they should. go
Yeah,
back.
none of us would be
I
like
certainly
we're not
feel, you know.
anti-immigrant.
No,
we just
but
want to
we're
know.
all
We want an
immigrants from
accounting.
somewhere.
Exactly.
Right.
We want an accounting of who is in the country. We want you to
I
do it the
so
right
agree.
way.
The debate and
Pay
the
your
problem's been
taxes.
going on for 40
Ever.
years.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the Republicans have bent on, okay, we'll give in this time if we discuss building the wall later. Because they always argue, we refuse to build the wall, Democrats say. So the Republicans say, okay, but can we bring it up later? It will give you this.
Yeah.
And they keep on giving, and they keep on giving, they keep on giving. And then finally,
Well,
now they
Steve-
say, we have to build a wall. We're not accepting any more. We'll
Right.
talk about it later. Because you Democrats never go back and
Steve,
discuss
we
it.
don't act like we win. We control every single level of
ridiculous.
government.
Well,
And wait,
it's
look
true.
at this budget we just let go through. We gave the Democrats everything like they're in charge. I am so sick of being the
That's why I
Republican.
admire the Democrats. Obama was very good. He said, I have to give you nothing. You lost, we won. That's
Right.
what Obama did.
Right.
And I said, well, he's right. Go have some fun.
Right.
Now we're in that spot, and we're
We're still
negotiating.
giving.
I-
You
That's
know
over
why?
backwards.
That's what
Yeah.
Trump did. We're negotiating. We're
I
working.
just think there's too much being spent that shouldn't be spent.
$10 trillion. $10 trillion. Where is it? Would you be happy if he added $10 trillion in debt but didn't go to Mar-a-Lago? Would that be better?
No, you know, the man doesn't know how to take care of poor people, and that's what really bothers me.
By wanting to give them
But
jobs?
you think taking care of poor people is giving them money from the rich people?
No,
he
no,
believes
no.
that creating a better economy
Create
and getting
jobs
those poor
for them.
people
Yes.
working is good for poor
He
people.
created 300,000 jobs in
Create jobs.
February.
Teach them, send them to school, teach them the proper way to do things.
If let's say the cost of healthcare, is still there's things that
Oh,
people
it's-
have to
yeah.
pay for,
Yeah.
but they're able to work and earn more money.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Well,
Rather than,
yeah.
all right, you know what, we're going to give you free health care, you're not working. He believes in getting people working, getting
And
people
not only that,
productive.
but if he gets
Well,
this
let's see.
tax plan that he wants, and which is a very aggressive tax cut, because it will knock me down 3%. If the brackets are correct that I'm estimating, I'll pay 3% less taxes. I would love to be in the 10% bracket if that's possible, but it's not going to be. I know I'm going to get knocked down to the 25% mark. It's $3,000 more that I get to spend in the economy, or I get to, say you're going to have more people paying into the system because more jobs are going to be created.
hoping-
This is going to be a
I hope
booming
you're right.
society. It will be
I
a
do
booming,
like
booming
where,
country.
where the kids can go to school now, the college. That entices me, where they, especially in New York State.
No, I
Not
think
a good
that's
thing.
it's a terrible thing.
Why?
It's because it's not special. And you know what? We need kids to go to trade schools. Not every kid should be a college-bound kid.
No, but
Trust me.
but they do have to qualify before
And
they
who
go.
is paying for free college? We are.
Yeah,
And
There's no
who's
such thing as
paying
free
no
college.
free.
for the ducks traveling? We are.
Who paid
It
for
all
that?
comes to-
Those
Again,
billions of
forget about
dollars
that. I have
to
daughters that
Iran.
make
We
in college.
did.
They've worked very hard. It
Yeah,
costs us
my
money.
granddaughter too.
It's important to
It's
get good
expensive.
grades because this is costing
That's
money.
so true.
There are certain people that they have free
It
college
becomes
who just
13th
gonna.
grade.
Well, yeah,
Right,
the 13th
exactly.
grade.
I mean-
you've got to earn it. You've got to be qualified.
But you say things that contradict what you just said. If you have to earn it,
No, I feel
Then-
if you're qualified to go, then you should go for free.
Again, the
If you're
entitlement
qualified.
culture. Gimme, gimme,
But
gimme.
why
But
should
if
it-
you're not qualified, you shouldn't.
but
have
we're
that
going back
access.
to that argument that nothing's free.
No, we wake up every day, nothing is free.
So you're just okay with the government taking our money and
No, I'm
dispersing
not.
it and giving people free stuff?
No, I'm not. Everybody needs to work for it.
Well, I say
But it's
no
always
free
like a
college,
backpack on
cut my
probably filled with
taxes.
bucks.
New York State's the most
Sure.
expensive state in the union, just about.
No,
I think
it's
second to
bad.
California. Enough. We can't give away any more free stuff.
We
when
have-
New
we
York
have-
goes from second most expensive state to live in tax-wise, bring it down a little bit. You make any progress, let me know. We'll talk
I
about
feel
it.
a lot of these children are born with, like certain like ADHD, autism. To me, those kids, I mean, that's not their fault they're born like that.
Right.
And they
That's
really
a
should take care of
Pre-existing
Yeah.
condition.
Sure.
Agreed.
To me, that's real important.
See, the thing is, and that was a debate I was having today with pre-existing condition, because to me, pre-existing condition is something that either you're born with
Right.
or something that you can't help.
That's
Like if
right.
somebody, like the Democrats wanted to keep like things like bariatric surgery covered as a
That's a
pre-existing
choice, that's
condition.
a choice.
Exactly. Like, why
Yeah.
should I cover? Because you wanted to sit on your butt and eat
That's a
donuts all
choice.
day.
Yeah, that's
Not
a
for
choice.
nothing. I get to
Unless
the
it
gym.
affects their
I
health.
eat my salads. I eat
Yeah.
my green, my grilled chicken.
Yeah.
You don't think I want to sit on my butt? My father brought home this morning one of those pizza like crumb cake things that looks just absolutely sure. You don't think I want to eat the whole thing? Yes, I'm hungry. I want to eat it, but you know what? I don't want to have to get an angioplasty and bariatric surgery.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, but I think like things like you're right, autism, which is just epidemic nowadays.
ADHD,
ADHD, those things need to be covered.
I mean,
That-
Down syndrome. these kids
Cancer
are,
you get through no fault of your own usually.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is lifestyle choice, but not always.
Well, I'm not happy
Those
to
things should
try
be-
to
A lot of
take
that stuff
away
isn't
the
expensive
plan.
to treat anyway. If they have ADHD, they get like attention.
Attention
medicine.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not.
But can I tell
expensive.
you, and you being a teacher, certain schools get a certain percentage.
Yes, they want to put more
they
kids
get like
on special ed.
$5,000
Yes.
a child, which
That's
is
right.
wrong. That's another.
That's why
wrong.
so many kids
Yeah.
are diagnosed, and that's why
That's
the
right.
autism spectrum we all could
That's
fit on
right.
it
Oh, yeah,
nowadays.
the whole world
Well, every
could,
single
yeah.
one of us could fit
But
on
the
it.
schools get 5,000. I was shocked when I heard that.
Yes, they get a lot more
For
federal
every
aid.
child, and what bothers me, and you're a teacher, and I respect you for teaching. That's not an easy path.
No.
I wouldn't do it. No, I really
You need a
wouldn't.
lot
I
of
have 4
patience.
kids, so I mean,
Yeah, you
I
understand.
But the thing is, when a teacher has the right, and no disrespect, but when the teacher has the right to say your child's got ADHD, no, that should be done by a.
Well, they have to do it by
doctor.
a doctor. The doctor would have
Well,
to
they don't do
qualify
that. They don't do that in
diagnosis.
certain states.
Oh, okay. They may not.
Well, I
Yeah.
know for a fact.
Yeah.
That's
not right.
We will come back sometime around.
End of 1 year in office.
Definitely, we'll do a year
We'll
special.
bring the statistics from the Department
We'll
of.
see. Yeah, we'll see how many people are still in this cabinet.
I want to see like, what Janet does when her taxes get lower and they go next to nil, and she's got to admit, all right, he's not as bad as I thought he was going to be.
Like I said from day one, if I'm wrong, I will be the first to admit it.
Donald Trump's going to put money in your pocket.
I'd like him to. Give me a few mil, I'll be happy with it.
But you won't take it from him.
No, I won't take. No, I'd rather work for it.
Here's the thing.
I respect that. If
She
you
wants
wouldn't
to
take
keep what
that
she
medical
earns.
bill,
No, I would rather work.
When you get your
because I'm
tax
gonna tell you,
refund, you could turn around and send
my
that right
taxes-
back.
My taxes are so low that I get barely nothing.
You could say, put my
If I get
my tax rate back to when President Obama was in
$1,000
office.
back, that's a lot.
Okay.
Because I have a very small income.
You could donate that right back.
Well,
to the
I'll
US
donate to
government.
some bills.
once again, I thank you all for coming.
Thank you. It was fun.
This was a nice catch up, and we didn't argue too much.
No, we didn't.
No, wasn't that bad.
You didn't give a
Wasn't that
failing grade,
bad.
and I appreciate that because I'm sure Donald appreciates it too.
We're making progress.
Right.
She'll be wearing that
She might-
red hat.
She might go to a D+ next time, next
Well,
year.
we'll see.
Bring-
I haven't felt this optimistic in
We
the
gotta
country
get,
since
we gotta
Ronald
get this
Reagan,
on.
since I was
We
a
gotta
kid.
get-
Doing
we
much
need to
better.
Keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Things are doing better.
Like the last couple of days, I've known that somebody's giving him the right medicine. No, they're really. Because I've noticed that
Let's
he's not,
respect our president.
well, maybe you can, but I can't.
One question for you before we go.
Yeah.
Where are all the women that came out against him before the election?
Came out against
Against the duck. All
well, I'm sure he paid them all off.
You heard nothing about this?
Well, it's all hidden.
Where'd they go?
It's all hidden.
Wow.
Well, we know what happened to Hillary's detractors.
Listen.
Yeah, Seth
Right.
Rich. Seth Rich got mugged walking home.
That's right.
You know, but nothing was taken. He was shot in the back. Oh.
Did all these women that were crying and on television and he did this and he did
Yeah,
that?
they
What,
paid
the
off.
porn star? What happened to these people?
I'm sure he paid them off.
I'm
Of course,
sure.
the time will tell.
I'm sure.
And the MSM.
So what
had
is it?
And there's no record of this. There's no transaction
no.
record.
Well-
There's no. There was a guy with a brown
we'll
paper
see.
bag hid me behind the garbage can.
Let me tell you, if Donald Trump ever put a hand on me, like that one woman said he put his hand on her breast, I would first of all scream, kick him in the nutsack,
Yeah.
and then I would sue the heck out of him. Like I'm not
Right
a
then and
victim.
there.
Yeah, right then and there. I
Not
wouldn't have let
9
it
years
fester.
later.
Yeah. Like,
Let me
10
wait till
years
this guy
goes
runs
by.
for
Yeah,
president,
let
and
me see.
then I'll take
Yeah,
it.
let me take
I
him.
think he's paid a lot of people. But you know what? I think all of them have.